Una too like gist. 1,000 people watching live. As in, Blessing never joined us. 1,200. What if you're just saying una like gist? How do you people survive with no gist? Turn that thing off because of the copyright. The music. 1,300 people are already waiting and we've not gone live.
You can hear my music.
Yes, no.
You
And
can hear it?
yes.
How?
My ears are very sharp. Yeah, come and join me here. So I have someone who I've not really had too much time for this particular season. The beautiful Yella. Okay. So
Good evening.
good evening. Let me move it in such a way that you can join us properly so you guys can. We're waiting for Blessing to come. Once Blessing enters like this, 1,400 people, and we've not yet started. Okay. Copy. So Blessing is going to join us any minute from now. Someone said, this babe fine. Oh, that's the thing. Una no say I get very fine children. Someone says, hey beautiful, better be respectful. Any disrespect would earn you a complete block. 1,500 people. And Blessing never even come here. Now wow. I never see this kind of thing before. Go live. Sorry. All right, so Blessing is joining us now. She's not sent us a request. Blessing, are you here? Someone says very, very fine children. It's not easy. And children being fine are not so much as giving birth to fine children, but actually taking care of them. We're going to do it again. All right. 3, 2, 1, and...
I'm fat.
You are not fat, Joe. All right. Blessing CEO is live with us. Nkiruka, let's go live.
What happened to her?
That's the thing. We're going to find out when we get live. Is Blessing me that I already look short in real life? Hey,
Hi, Daddy
Blessing.
Fish. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh, my goodness.
morning already. Morning.
Good morning. One of the biggest content creators in Nigeria, who happens to be a good friend. But right now, I'm a bit worried. What is going?
Even me, I don't even know what is going on. No, maybe you guys would tell me.
Bless.
I don't know what's going on.
For Osabia, or put word that tongue to speak. Are you?
That's what I'm saying. I don't necessarily. You said?
Are you dating IVD?
Hey, whoa! Where did you guys get that from? Like how?
Now, it is. IVD is, for those who don't know, like my beautiful daughter here. IVD is the guy who lost his wife to the fire incident. They had a quarrel, and I don't even know what the story is. You understand? There's so many different versions of the story. I've talked to the family. I know the I know the lady's brother or sister, and I talk to them from time to time. So it's just a really sad thing. But I don't want to go into that particular story now. My question is, what's going on? That's it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on. The internet is just
dog.
That's what I'm still asking. What's happen? What's I do? I just published a hand today, and so
Now,
I don't understand. Just little body parts that I published today, and the internet has
is
scattered.
IVD's hand
How am I
with
supposed
your name?
to know? Like, and please leave me alone. I wish I could be this. Did I say it was IVD's hand? I didn't say so. Did I say so?
No, but people get the picture. See, IVD. Apparently, a hand was released while we're
Where's the hand that was released? Where's the hand?
A hand was released today.
They are just speculating. They're just speculating.
The husband of the ex-husband or the widowed husband of the former Bimbo. And I'm trying to use my words correctly. And if you go there, you see blessing is all over Insta blog today. Let me just scroll down. Come, tell me to overtake you for this Insta blog. Relationship expert Blessing Okoro replies, comment insinuating that her new man is businessman IVD. So this is IVD, the husband of Bimbo. Now this is his hand, his alleged hand with Blessing CEO. That's BCO tattooed on it. So, Blessing, I'm going to put you on lie detector test.
Please put me.
Are you with in an emotional relationship? How did they talk these things?
You know, the internet will always speculate. So long as it's a man and a woman involved, they will always speculate. But like I used to say never. Never can be the only option or the last option. You never say never.
No. I have a question. I know you don't want to answer anything specifically, but I have a and a lot of people seem to ask this question. And I'm not judging, neither am I in a position to judge. But the question is, isn't IVD in mourning right now?
Now, there's no, when we say in mourning, that's his personal decision. There's no criteria to how you want to mourn people that you love. I feel that's a private decision on how you want to mourn them because you are the one that was in the relationship with them. It's like going through a divorce and somebody's telling you, why did you move on so quick? Now, we forget something about relationship and marriage. Because we're not in the relationship and marriage, we don't even know how long this marriage have died. There are some people that their marriages are dead, but they're still living together. Some people are just cohabiting, but they're not married. Yes. So when they leave, they've left long ago. That's the truth. So most times we just judge from the physical. A lot of people are not married. They're just together in the same house. So we don't know what have transpired. So it's just easy for us to sit down, judge, talk, blah, and it's just normal for the common Nigerians that once they just see you around a married man or around a guy, they just conclude you're sleeping with the person. It's a narrative that you can't even come and start defending. You'll be wasting.
Your network has gone, bless it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you. What is your take? Let me ask my beautiful daughter here. With regards to the loss of a spouse, what do you think? When is it okay to start dating? Especially when your relationship was, now we're going to have 2 instances or 3 instances. Normal relationship, instance 1, just average relationship. They are okay, they are married. Instance 2, they are very much in love. In 3, there is no love lost. They can barely stand together. So imagine the woman dies or passes on. I don't want to use that word because of Instagram algorithm. Imagine the woman passes on. At what point for the guy to start dating again? Months, weeks, days?
Depends on the person.
Depends on the person. When would you say it's too soon?
It still depends on the person.
So it is person dependent.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying to pick people's brains because
the truth is, I keep saying it, and each time I come on your live video, people are not just being realistic. And that's why in this part of the world, relationship and marriage is like a bondage because people are not being honest with themselves. That's the truth. So people cannot be dictating to you how to live your life or what to do in your relationship. It's you that is going through this stuff. It's you that know how long you want to mourn someone. It's you that know if this person is even deserve the mourning. That's the truth. I used to say before, there's some people that you've let go in your life even before the
20. She's going to be 21 this year.
Yes, that's the truth. So mourning is personal. There's no specific.
Pregnant with me.
Okay.
Let's start perspective into things. Those of you saying when my mother was her age, my mother gave birth to me at 21 and she not carried pregnancy for 3 weeks. So person we born for 21. Just to say by 20 the belly don't day inside. And I was born in and my mother was born in October 5th. So my mother gave birth to me 21 years. By 20, by her age, I don't date my mama belly, and my mother had her master's before she gave birth to me at 21. So 21 will be small, neither is 20. So please, let's correct that.
Okay.
So back to the issue at hand, which is very important. People are supposed to mourn, and to be very honest, in a rocky relationship, I can imagine what it was like with my ex. Should one of those fights have resulted in the passing on of any one of us, which I thank God it didn't, I, for instance, would have moved on within 2 weeks because of the nature of, I'm not saying she's bad or
That's what we're
bad.
saying. That's what we're saying. That's why we need to respect people's. You don't know what they went through. You're not in the marriage. So you cannot go and be telling people how to move on or how to mourn or how to. It's his personal decision.
A lawyer is not allowed to jump into the arena with the parties involved. And you, as a relationship counselor and expert, should you be in the arena? As in, if they are saying you are dating, you are not confirming that you are dating IVD. But if they are saying you are dating IVD, is it not a bit too close in the matter? I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Now, the truth about it is professionalism is different from your personal life. It's like you're working in the bank, right?
I'm listening to you.
It's like you're working in the bank and you have this customer you are serving very well. You are good at what you do in the bank. Your customer can get to like you. You can get to fall in love with your customer. Doesn't mean your customer will not bank with you again. In fact, we actually meet people where we work. It is people around us that we fall in love with. Yes, it is your social media followers that will like your work and begin to probably want to get personal about you. It's either you want to be personal about someone or you want to be professional. So it's just choice. You know, personal life is between you and the person. Professional life is for the public. So there is no criteria. It's just a personal thing between two adults. People cannot tell you who to and who not to. So it's a choice. That's what I feel. So I don't think, you know, people on the media, I call them, we have more of Gen Zs on the social media who don't reason. They don't have, you know, depth reasoning. Yes, that's the truth. They just want to comment. They just want to talk. They don't want to, you know, get to use their brains. And it's unfortunate. So you cannot come and start bantering words with such people. They'll be all right. And that's the reason why I used to say there's a difference between facts and gist. When something is factual, you can always deliberate on it over and over and over again. But when it's gist, it's tiring. That's the reason why if you talk about a topic now, as this blessing, CEO and IVD is trending, in the next 5 days, you want to do this, nobody will answer you. They are all here because it's trending, not because it's factual. So the point is they don't do facts, they do trend. And that's the reason why it's so hard to deliberate on important issue and it begins to repeat itself again. A lot of things we talk about every day are things that if we sit down and analyze them, a lot of people might not make mistakes, but no, when you want to talk about them, mind your business, shut up, cloud chaser. So it begins to repeat. It now looks as if you are gossiping. Most of the topics you talk about that they are very sensitive that if somebody pays attention, but no, they don't like facts, they like gist. They are more interested in his blessing, CEO dating IVD. Is it your business? It's not your business. That's the truth. It's not your business. It's a personal decision. He's an adult, I'm an adult. If we decide to choose, if we don't want to, so nobody should come and tell you what and what not to do. That's my own speculation.
Honesty, in that regard, I think I agree with. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, actually, I agree with everything she said. Apart from the age group that's actually causing this problem. Actually, I agree with it.
Why? He's the Gen Zs now.
No. I know that there are a lot of Gen Zs on social media. We want to trend and all of that, this and that. But that's the thing. When you actually think about it, like I'm Gen Z, for instance. Do you understand? Maybe it's because of the kind of people I surround myself with.
Maybe.
But, you know, you tend to tag us as what's too emotional. Do you understand? Do you know why you actually do that? Do you know why you do it? Because we actually look in depth of everything. Do you understand? Everything happens for a reason. So to you, we're being emotional. The thing is, we don't look at the whole picture like this. Do you understand? I don't know the generation before us, but those are the troublemakers, not us. They look at everything like this and it's black or white. Do you understand what I'm trying to explain to you? It's like we want to know why. Do you understand what I'm talking about? We're not that quick to judge. Do you understand what I'm talking about? And that's why you see us as too liberal. Do you understand what I mean? So I don't think it's us.
Okay. So let me say some Gen Zs. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Some Gen Zs. Okay. Some Gen Zs.
All right. Another relationship expert in the room with us.
Daddy Freeze. Relationship expert, okay?
How is Daddy
Freeze? Happy New Year, Daddy Freeze. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic.
Happy New Year, my sister. I've not greeted you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
So,
all right.
What is your take? Let's hear from you.
Daddy Freeze, I want to first start from the question you asked your daughter that when is the appropriate time for someone that's is no longer married to move on and stop mourning. Now your daughter gave a very good answer, which is it depends on the person, but I think in a conversation like this what we are lacking is context. We're not just talking about anybody that isn't divorced anyone. We're talking about a specific person, which is IVD and his situation, right? So there's a layer of the circumstances that led to his significant other passing on. There are also allegations of domestic violence, whether it's on her part or it's on his part, that is going around. And there's also the next layer of the children who are involved, right? Their kids that they have together that could have access to social media and see these things. So with IVD situation, I think people are expecting some level of social media public respect to be awarded to Bimbo. Even if he wants to move on, it's fine, but it has to be in a respectful manner because the situation is still very, very delicate, right? And on him moving on, the alleged person that he's moving on with is, Blessing, as the internet is saying. And I think why Nigerians will pay more attention to this is, remember, Blessing had a lot to say about their relationship. So a lot of people are thinking, oh, was Blessing speaking from an emotional standpoint when she was going so hard on Bimbo? Were they in a relationship at that time? So people are confused. And I think that is natural. And it's for someone that is a relationship expert, people might put her on a pedestal. So they hold her to a certain standard. So it's like, you've spoken on this relationship. Are you okay with being in a relationship with someone that you've, is it right to be in a relationship with someone that you've worked with as a relationship expert? So there are different layers to it, Daddy Freeze. Also, Blessing mentioned that, social media will speculate and they don't know anything. Well, someone that is respected like Blessing, the best thing to say is like, guys, no, this is not true. We're not dating, no. It's not that serious. And everybody moves on. So the question is, does Blessing want people to keep speculating?
What if they are dating? Is she supposed to lie to her fans? You see, Blessing she's neither saying yes or no.
If they are dating, I mean, yeah, I understand that. I mean, if she's saying yes, then okay, we can take it from there. Then the question will now be, Blessing, do you think that this is appropriate? You know, are you going to keep speaking on Bimbo, his late wife? Were you dating IVD when you gave us your opinion about Bimbo and IVD's relationship? Why are you making a movie that is probably about the life of IVD and Bimbo? So those are the questions that people are asking, Daddy Freeze, and I think it's fair, you know.
And like I said,
So that's my take.
Let's hear from
and
her.
like I said, you don't have the right to my private life. That's not your business. What I put out is content, is what I give you that you take. Don't force me to say things that are private to me. That's it. If I want to say it, I say it. Whether
But Blessing, you brought it to the internet,
listen,
though.
Hold on.
Whether IVD is involved or another person is involved or whoever is involved, you cannot compel me to speak about my private life just because you feel a certain way. It's none of your business. So that's what I'm telling the public. It's not your business. That's it. Because at the end of the day, why do I say it's none of your business? No matter what I say, you believe what you want to believe. I remember the last time I spoke on Daddy Freeze live, they pulled down my account just because I was being honest. If I look you in the face and tell you I have anything to do with you, will not beat me. But the internet is not where you bring your personal life. So let's give them content. They should keep speculating because there is nothing that you say that they would understand. They already have their minds. And like I said, gossip sells here, not fact. And before I started even talking about the issue, they've already been saying I was dating him. Once you talk about a man, you are sleeping with him. So why should I come and sit down and be explaining myself to people who just want to listen to gossip? It doesn't make sense. Not like I cannot sit down, but no. But me coming to explain myself is I'm already involved with this person. That's the truth. Involved in the sense that it might not be emotional, it might be emotional. But people already have their speculation. If I come now to talk, they'll say, hey, Blessing won't come debunk him. Blessing won't come. No, they should say whatever they want to say. It's Nigeria. They'll be all right. And that's why I don't want to say a particular thing on it, because they go still say Blessing, they lie, Blessing, so they should enjoy themselves. I put out a hand and wrote love notes. Did I call anybody's name? Is it a crime to find love? And everybody started speculating that it was him. It was not him.
No, Blessing, I want to say something here. I just to buttress what you are saying about the fact that people love gossip.
Okay.
Right now, there are 309 people watching me live on TikTok. 307 was 309 for not YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. 200 watching me live on YouTube. 1,200 watching me live on Facebook, and 2,924 watching live on Instagram. The whole people that came to church this morning is about 1.5 on all platforms, plus TikTok, plus everybody. But I just, the title alone, Blessing CEO Confesses. Me and we're arranging here doing like this. There were already 1,400 people waiting. So you need to understand the world. The day I started being proud of my job as a content creator, Blessing and I are we are under the same management for one of our platforms. Go into details about it, and I don't think you should too. That's our private life, but that's what we know how much we make from that platform. And the day I started being proud of being a content creator was the day I realized that Harry, son of the late Diana, left being a prince to come and create content with us. Harry and Megan left acting. Harry left Harry gave up being a prince to come and become a content creator. The work I am doing and the work Harry is doing is exactly the same work. It's just that Harry gets paid better than I do because of the fact that he's a prince married to an actress. So you need to understand that when it comes to content creation, emotional issues sell. If William had come out to do the same thing Harry had come out to do, he would have sold maybe a quarter of what Harry sold, simply because of the underlying emotional issues involved in the Harry-Meghan situation. Now, when you are a content, my friend Louis Duke, Uncle Louis, said anytime he comes out of his house, because he's into construction, interior decoration, he used to tell me those days, anytime he comes out of his house in the morning, 1004, and sees cranes working in Victoria Island, he starts to smile, knowing business is going. I'm not a constructor. I'm not a tent maker like Paul or a fisherman like Peter. What makes me smile? Content. When I woke up this morning and I saw Blessing was trending, I called Blessing. I said, Blessing, that is to me is the crane I'm seeing. It's my work. It's my field. Blessing, you have to come to my live. I'm in the village. Internet is not so good. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's try at night when internet will be better. That's how I got her to come here live. So what am I trying to say is, I'm not making an excuse, but I'm trying to explain that in this world of content creation, some people are neutral. Sometimes I'm neutral. Sometimes I pick a side. In this IVD-Bimbo situation, I was more on Bimbo's side, and I will be more on Bimbo's side. Doesn't mean that Blessing that is on IVD's side is my enemy. At the end of the day, we are lawyers, social media lawyers.
In-laws.
Now me and Blessing, we still drink beer and eat pepper soup anytime we see.
I swear.
We are the lawyers. It's like the day I found this out, I stopped taking life personal. I went to court with my ex in our divorce, and the lawyer bashed me. I was so angry, only for me to go and see my lawyer at the club, and he was drinking pepper soup and beer with the other lawyer, my ex's lawyer. I looked at them. I could not believe that this guy that was insulting
He
you
betrayed you. You felt betrayed.
After that, I became the lawyer's friend to sit down and drink. The day they finished bashing me, the last time we came out, the guy gave me high five. Said, I bashed you well, Abby. I said, you're not serious. You understand what I'm telling you? You have to learn to detach yourself from the arena. That is the only place where I'm a bit worried, because now Blessing is IVD's quote and unquote online lawyer. I am Bimbo's family, quote and unquote,
Online lawyer.
Deep online lawyer. So family has something to say, they will use me.
Clash of the lawyers.
They will use me. But now,
funny enough, Daddy Freeze, funny enough, IVD is not even saying anything. That's the thing. The guy is not saying anything. You just want to, the guy doesn't even like to talk. Do you know how many times I've told him, grant one interview?
That's not true. Since you know we're speculating about this relationship, right? In case you've not heard, Blessing, what is being said on the streets is that IVD said that you guys are not dating, that he only tattooed your name, quote unquote, because you stood by him publicly. So he denied it.
That's what I'm trying to say now. When did he say it?
Ask him. You need to call him.
That's what I'm trying to say. I have not even seen. I don't even know. So what is it if he says that that's what you're saying, quote and unquote, on the streets? I am standing for what I posted. So you're saying it's not him? That's not your business. That's what I'm trying to say.
But listen, you spoke about his wife. Of course it's
mind your business. I spoke about his wife and you people were offended. That's my point.
You spoke about his wife.
And you people were offended. I refuse to speak about them again. So let me speak for myself.
Hold on, guys.
I'm not trending them again. Let me trend.
Hey, Pepper Room, don't go. Okay, hold on. Gen Z, what do you think about the situation at hand?
Is it Gen Z?
Well, at the end of the day, everybody like raising valid points. Like, yeah, it's nobody's business. Do you understand, to know who you're dating or what's going on in your personal life? But at the same time, when your personal life gets spilled onto the internet, you are now prone to judgment, criticism, and all of these things that are going to be thrown at you. So the same way that you're saying that, what's it called? they don't have a right to know what's going on in your personal life, you also can't stop them from throwing their stones at you. Do you understand? Because
Have I stopped them? I'm not stopped them now.
Yeah, you haven't stopped them, but you're frustrated by them. Do you understand? And that's all you can actually do. Be angry about it until they decide to get bored and latch on to the gist or whatever. But like that's just I don't know. Like there isn't really a
But Gen Z, can I ask you a question? Right? Let me ask Gen Z a question. But would you understand in circumstances like this where it's being brought to social media, and the man in question, his relationship with his ex was all over social media. And Blessing is also a relationship expert. So do you understand why people will want to ask these questions? In your opinion?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she said it.
Now,
she said,
yes, they want to ask the questions, right? It's okay to ask questions, and it's still okay for you to answer, right?
I can, because I would be curious, but all I can do is ask the question, and if she doesn't want to answer,
will you bring out her tongue?
About it, yes, but I understand their need and their persistence with the questions. Like I understand why they would want to know, because I would want to know as well. If
now answering the question is not my problem, but like I repeat myself, there is nothing you want to say. Even as Pepperoom is seated here, she already has a perception. Anything I want to say, she believes what she wants to believe. So I won't want to wasting my. No, you don't need to.
I'll believe you.
I don't need you to believe me. Don't believe me, sir. Because
the moment believe you. You don't have no reason to lie.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say, and I don't want to talk about it. It's content for me. You guys should be speculating. Let it be trending. I love the trend.
Okay, so I feed on it. That people are speculating. You like it.
I love it.
Okay, so
I love it. I love it. Because more trend is coming. I love it.
And then the matter is over. So obviously she loves the trend.
They'll be fine. They'll be 3 days. They will be all right. We'll post another body parts. Because the tattoo, more body parts are coming.
now, social media, unlike real life, has no regulation, no rules. Anything goes. So, fortunately and unfortunately, the way they'll judge this matter in a village square is different from the way they'll judge it in school. Is the way they'll judge it. It's different from the way they'll judge it on social media. So at the end of the I try to be as liberal as possible so as to be able to hear people out properly. And that, in my humble opinion, gives more room for reality. Even though at the end of the day, what I'm doing is I'm creating more speculation. Because it's not like a question was answered. And even if a question is answered, people will still start to speculate again. Online in-laws. How we are going to deal with them in this 2023, even me.
It's not even that Daddy Freeze now. Pepperoom asked me a very honest question. If I answer the question, they will drag me. If I answer the question, they will still call me all the names they have called when they speculated. If I don't answer the question, why would I come and be responding to people that you don't get where I'm coming from? I'm not scared to say you go beat me. You're not gonna beat me now. But now, even if I answer the question, they'll say you disrespected her. Why would you? And you don't answer. So these people are people who already have minds of their own and what they speculate. So your answer might come off as disrespect and insensitive. Like I said, we've had this kind of live session before where I was being blunt and being honest. It was misunderstood. The Blessed CEO was insensitive. So I'm picking my words because I know a lot of people do not have the mental capacity to digest it. So I'm being respectful here, Pepperoom, by not answering that question because my response might come off as insensitive, as wicked, and as being inconsiderate. So I rather just let my private life be so that it doesn't look as if I'm trampling on somebody else. I don't know if you're getting my point. No, because the public will not, take it. So I don't want to come off that way because answering your question is not a problem. But I don't want people to make it look like, okay, you're being insensitive or you're being this and you're being that. So that's why I decided to just, let it slide.
All right, Blessing, can I one question? Let me ask that one question quickly. Your recent movie that you just put out, is it based on IVD and Bimbo's life story?
Go and watch it.
The recent movie.
Watch it now and find out now.
Okay.
And apart from the question you're asking me, whatever story that you watch there is your mind, because they are not the first who have had such story. It's based on people's true life stories. Stories are relatable. But maybe because it's a trending issue, you feel, it's your feeling. Movies are being made for lessons. Pick the lessons and leave. Like we said, it's based on true life story. So if it's a different producer that produced it, will you not watch it? You don't reach blessing. I don't ask, is it based on Bimbo? No. You don't ask me that question. The essence of the movie, there's a lesson to be learned in the movie. So it's either you take out your emotions and pick out the lessons, or you watch it with your emotions. But the movie was not made. There's a powerful lesson in the movie because it's a relatable story that every young girl can relate to. So that's it.
Where can we get your movie from, by the way? Bless you.
It's on YouTube. You can watch it. It's called Sweet Sour.
Oh,
Sweet
okay.
Sour. YouTube and on Facebook. You can watch it there.
Okay, so if I go to your account on Facebook,
yeah, or you just go to my page and click the link on the bio. We have to move it there. It's a very powerful message. If you put your emotions aside. I think the movie is about 1 hour, 45 minutes. The complete movie.
Oh, so it's a complete movie.
It's a complete movie. Yeah.
I'll watch it. I want to know. I want to know what it's about.
So speculate. I'll advise that we go and watch the movie. Let us be able to, that would afford us the opportunity to actually be more informed in our decision making. You wanted to ask a question.
Okay, I wanted to just, because I wasn't aware of this whole situation that was going on, me being the Gen Z that I am, latching on to gist. But I wanted to know, is IVD being questioned the way, or pestered the way she's being questioned?
No!
Oh, went through it. You know, who was saying,
I'm the social media lawyer.
Because people have this habit of imagine I am dating you. Do you understand? And then you cheat on me, because people are speculating that, okay, maybe she was with him while he was with Bimbo before she passed on. Do you understand? People have this habit of throwing the stone at the other woman and not actually throwing the stone at the person who wedded you. Do you understand that kind of thing? So I just wanted to know and like specify.
I mean, I'm sure people are in IVD's DMs asking him questions and all that. And that if I don't want us to, gaslight the public as if I know it's all content creation, but I think us as content creators, right, we need to be very mindful of, what we put out there, right? Because let's remember, this is about, a topic that in Nigeria, it's very sensitive, is domestic violence, and a woman lost her life. So it's not as if people just care about, who Blessing is sleeping with behind closed doors.
Now, let me talk about that. You see, I've heard a lot from Bimbo's side, and I've also heard a lot from IVD's side. Even during the live that day, when when Bimbo's younger brother joined us, we knew that that particular relationship was very turbulent, if I can use those words. It wasn't more so a case of domestic issues as it was a case of a very turbulent relationship. I believe that by now, IVD shouldn't be roaming free and on social media if he was directly responsible for her demise. Of course, he definitely had something to do with it, and at the end of the day, but you see, there were two people who were not matched for each other. And there's so many stories from both sides. So this is not a case of gaslighting the public, even though there's an element of that, like my beautiful Yella here pointed out. But at the end of the day, it's also there's no open and shut. It's not an open and shut case. It's a case of Bimbo's defense against IVD's defense. And at the end of the day, people pick sides, and make judgments.
Now, Daddy Freeze, please, sorry to interrupt you. Let's also quickly understand, right? Apart from the fact that I am speaking, everybody in this part of the world are very, very insensitive when it comes to men. It's always be a man. You've not heard from this guy. Most of you don't know the true stories. Forget the noise. You've not done, the difference between bloggers and journalists. People don't have the real facts. That's the truth. So when I see most people trying to, I will be smiling. There are facts to this stuff. And you said a very intelligent thing, Daddy Freeze. He is roaming free. Why is he roaming free? If he actually has all this, it's just noise.
Guilty people won't roam free all the time.
Really?
There are people that, hurt people that are still roaming free.
Awesome.
So that's not new.
Hold on. Is it our call to label him guilty?
No, I'm not saying we should label him guilty.
They are saying the same thing.
You see, you said guilty people. That already is a half full cup. I agree with you that guilty people roam freely. But my question is, and Blessing raised the point, we heard from Bimbo's family. We've not heard from
him.
To be honest.
I'm even the one speaking on his behalf, and you are still dragging me. You've not heard from him. It's just because she's a woman and she's late, and because he's a man, which is unfair.
I continue Bimbo's side. In as much as I want to do that, I also want to be fair. I'm a man.
Good.
And I've also been in a turbulent relationship.
Thank you.
And any of us could have lost their lives. It's as simple as this. There were fights that you would think the fight will not get to a certain level, and the fight will escalate. I told you a story of me and my ex fighting, and my neighbor was on 3rd Milan Bridge, and they were calling him that these people are fighting, and he drove all the entire 3rd Milan Bridge to VI, and he still met us and separated us. Anything could have happened. He could have thrown glass at me before. So what am I saying is, in a turbulent relationship, anything can happen and everything can happen. I am not on IVD side, but in fairness to IVD, we haven't heard his side of the story. As when I brought Bimbo's younger brother to my live, I wrote a DM to IVD. I do that all the time. For instance, if Rita, for instance, that just joined us now, if she breaks up with her husband and comes to my life to cry, hey, my husband got 3 house girls pregnant, hey, my husband stole money, hey, my husband used to do this, I will write a DM to the husband for posterity. Hello, would you like to share your side of the story? For the balance, we didn't hear anything from him. You understand? Now, the Nigerian police is not good. A high-profile case like this, the Nigerian police will not play with it. When a case is in the media like this, the Nigerian police will not play with it. What I can say in defense of Bimbo, from things I have access to, are that Bimbo did not have a substance abuse problem, at least from the hospital tests that were sent to me by one of her sisters. And it would be good for that to be recorded so that people don't look at her as somebody who had a substance abuse problem, because one of the sisters actually sent me hospital test results from the last test she took before she passed. And I always say this: Bimbo could be a great woman and IVD could be a great guy, but they could be terrible together. It's like 2 elements that when they meet, they always catch. It's like fire and petrol. Petrol is good. We are queuing to buy it. Fire is good. Is what we use to cook our food. Today, if there was no fire, we have grilled our turkey. But she grilled the turkey we ate today, by the way. That's amazing. So, but when you take this fire and mix it with petrol in the wrong condition, you could burn down a whole village. So we need to keep that in perspective. Let's
sorry, my darling, before you say something, there's something I want to say before I probably cap. Everybody says, why is he not speaking? Why is he not speaking? Sometimes when you love people so much, you don't want to tell your own side of the story. Yes. So sometimes you not speaking doesn't make you a coward or doesn't mean you don't have a story. Sometimes you just don't want to disrespect. Maybe he loves his late wife enough to not want to pass the wrong narrative and just allow it slide. But unfortunately, the media doesn't want everybody to rest. That's the truth. Because if he starts to tell his own side of the story, another fire is up. So is it not better to let sleeping dogs lie? Like we always say, since she's late and she cannot come and defend herself, what is he going to say now that she can come and say, okay, it's true or is a lie? So I feel him being quiet is respectful enough. That's my own opinion. Is to just keep quiet. Let the family be trending the narratives. In as much as, yes, it comes in there's so much defamation in the character, there's so much lies, there's so much allegation, but he's still quiet. Not because he didn't have anything to say, but like, I just want her memory to be safe. I don't want it to be like, it came from me, I disrespected her. So that's what I feel. So because he's not talking, doesn't mean he doesn't have a side of the story or nothing actually happened. That's what I believe. So let's just allow the guy mourn the way he understands. Let's allow him respect his late wife the way he feels he wants to respect her. And that's just all I'm saying. Let's just stop, pushing our narratives and the things that we feel. If you were in a very good relationship or in a very good marriage, or everything was peaceful and everything was nice, the way you're going to mourn the late person is going to be different from when there was a whole lot of chaos in the relationship or the marriage. So we don't know what transpired. So I just feel let's just respect people and the way they want to, live their lives. So that's what I have to say on this matter.
Yeah, I understand that completely, Blessing. But what I will say is that since earlier you did say that a lot of men go through domestic violence. I do think that.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
You want to say something?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. You forgot what you wanted to say. Yeah. Okay, Pepper Room, talk when you are done. She'll say something. Okay, sorry, I got into your head.
I think it's as important. You can preserve your wife's memory and also speak on some of the things that you went through in your relationship, and say that this isn't true. I've never put my hands on my wife. I loved her to death. I never harmed her. I never did any of that. So I do think that is necessary. As the other party speaking, put out your own statement so the record can reflect. So in the future, when your kids are like, Father, they were saying this about mom and you. What happened? Why is it that you didn't, dispute this? Why is it that you kept silent? He can be like, look, I did make this statement and I kept quiet after that. So I think it's important.
Now also remember that, like Daddy Free said, this is a civil matter. It's in the police station and it's in the law courts. There are lots of things that are going to happen before he can want to speak. So let him take his time. He did not say he's not going. Some people need to heal before they can sit on. Some people are not used to us that, come and sit on cameras every day. So let's allow him take his time. Maybe at the right time he feels he's okay or he has healed enough to come and explain his own side of the story. Maybe he will. I don't know if you understand my point. Yeah. But for now, there are still lots of investigations going on. They lost somebody, right? And there are lots of stories. So the police is working, the law firm is working, everybody. So maybe everybody's trying to keep the things low until they've gotten the facts of probably what he wants to talk about. Because there is nothing that young man is going to say now that you will believe he doesn't have facts. Let him gather his facts so that if he's speaking, he could always have something to say. This is it, and this is it. That's what I feel. Him coming to talk right now is just probably pleasing the young people who do not even understand what it is. If he has to set the narrative right, he has to have some basic facts. Like you said, if his kids grow up, they could have something to leverage on and say, okay, this is the reason, and that is the reason.
Blessing, it's great that you're on this live to clear up certain things, and I hope you use this opportunity to do so. This is a very sensitive matter to everyone that have heard of it when it was occurring. It's not something to joke about. I know, you guys are content creators and all of that, but somebody died during this whole thing, and it's very painful. For a mom like myself, nobody's relationship is perfect and whatnot, but for a mom like myself, this was a very painful thing to hear and see on social media. But the thing now is, you're on this live, but you're not giving us, you're not clarifying anything, you know. And I know you're saying whatsoever you say would not be believed, but there are people like myself that do follow. And I won't lie, when I saw that that video or the film you made, my brain just went straight to this woman's case. I can't name her name here, but my brain just went there. And there was even a scene where you poured either kerosene on yourself, burning yourself up. That was quite traumatic to see in that clip, you know. I mean, that's why I said this is a way for you to just put our heart at ease and tell us, in fact, why are you a spokesperson for this guy? I know, yes, you know, people, is deep, and it pains me. I can't even talk about this that much. I don't know who the woman was. I don't know the man. I'm all the way here in the UK, but this thing was trending. Even workmates were talking about this thing, you know. So please, just for the sake of humanity.
Okay.
Blessing, before you answer.
Okay.
Has it been proven that IVD was the one who, I don't want to use the word, was the one who took the wife's life? Because there's one thing with women. That's why I like Gen Z. Gen Zs will stop being and not get emotional. Women and mothers get so emotional. You see, when you are entering a matter, do not look at it from your eye. That is why when you go to court, you see a sign of that woman holding the scales. Her eyes are tied. The justice is called the justice is blind. Because if you start putting your emotions, oh, I'm a mother, oh, I have children, I can imagine what happened to my children. This, from my understanding of this case so far, it is a case of two people being incompatible as against one person buying another. It is more of two people who had no business being together for the last 5 years. Two people in a turbulent, volatile place. And these two people at each other's throats. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. It doesn't look to me, from a very objective point of view, detaching my emotions from it. If I went into this emotional, I'd be like, this guy don't buy this babe. But looking at it, let me tell you, Nigerian police, on high-profile case, they want to show they are working. They want to show they are working. If this guy had something to do directly with her passing, he will be behind bars as of today.
Daddy, can I dispute that?
Murder is not a big offense. I don't want to use that word. It is not, you can't bail. So they've sat down, they've looked at the body of evidence. I'm not saying tomorrow they cannot arrest him. But to me right now, if I truly want to be fair, if I don't want to gaslight, if I don't want to be emotional, I've heard from both sides. This matter could have been avoided by Daddy Free's teachings. When una see say marriage no work, make una leave. That is what I've been singing for the last 5 years. That's the only solution to this matter. It is two incompatible people, or people who have over the years grown incompatible and really had no business together, but were forced together by circumstance and situation. You want to say something?
Daddy
Okay,
Freeze?
hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Let me finish. She wants to say
That's
something.
fine. Go ahead then.
Air all my thoughts. Okay, ask me. Go ahead. Oh yeah, ask me. Ask me. So it's a very delicate situation. Someone says there's no law in Nigeria to confirm that this thing happened in Lagos. So there's not more, if not Port Harcourt now. You understand? Because I've seen I had a divorce case handled in Lagos. I can tell you there's law in Nigeria. I had a divorce case handled in Lagos. What's the name of that? The justice that handled my case, Justice Okuno. She gave me some of the things I asked for, gave my ex some of the things she asked for, I could not look at the judgment and contest it. It was fair. Justice Okuno, she was one. She was hard on me where she needed to be hard on me, hard on my ex where she needed to be hard on my ex, and she gave us a fair judgment. That narrative that there's no justice in Nigeria, I think that is also unfair. In Port Harcourt, Taste Board's case, that's why we're in appeal court, and from appeal court, we are going to Supreme Court. Taste Board's case, on the other hand, Taste Board asked for, let's say, 8 things. She got none. The ex asked for 8 things. He got all. So we need to be careful with this whole, there's no justice in Nigeria. There's justice in Nigeria. In Lagos State, I live in Lagos State. Yes, crazy things still happen even in Lagos. And yes, the justice system is corrupt even in Lagos. But I've experienced justice in Lagos. And if I got a fair judgment in this Lagos, it would be unfair for me to come to this live and join anybody saying there's no justice in a Lagos court.
Daddy Freeze, we're
Now,
still okay.
Now, I need to land properly. Whenever there's an issue between, and now I don't want to jump into the arena, but Rita jumped into the arena. She came from, I'm a mother, I'm a wife. Me too. I've experienced domestic violence before as a man. I've had my ex. My divorce was based on domestic. They gave me, the judgment was primarily based, the marriage was dissolved primarily based on domestic violence issues. So I too can now come here and say, oh, let me start being sensitive for the guy. I know what it is like, blah, 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 blah. That would mean me bringing my past life and my emotions into a matter. What we are supposed to do is, I'm hearing from Bimbo's side. If Blessing is hearing from Bimbo's, from IVD side, it's okay. Let's be careful not to emotionally tangle ourselves in the matter. It's very, very important, because if I came now and said, I've experienced domestic violence in a marriage before, I know what this is, and I now start riding on that fact, I will never be fair. Someone saying that if please allow Pepe to talk now, I'm going to block you from this live. Call me Tema. Because we are all talking in turns. After Pepe Room, she's supposed to talk, not Pepe Room. So please, let's allow everybody to have a proper sequence. You guys are all getting emotional. I don't like, that's the part I don't like. You want to hear something. Once somebody is not saying that thing you want to hear, that person is mad. And I will not allow that narrative here.
They've changed the topic.
Or they've changed the topic.
Because you can't follow it.
Because you can't, your brain is too slow to follow the topic.
It's not even about you're hyperactive. Calm down. That's just you're running.
You understand? So yes, a woman lost her life. If that woman had listened to me 5 years ago, she would not be in that marriage in the first place. And I tell people, stop building with men. I'm also trying to put in something. Stop build yourself. Because when the marriage breaks up, one of the reasons that led to her demise was they were fighting over a property, from the story everybody brought out. I understand how divorce can be. I've slaved in this marriage for 10 years, 5 years, 2 years. I'm entitled to half of this. The UK will give it to you. Nigeria will not give it to you. My ex did not get half of my property. I don't even think she got 2% of my. In fact, she not. Okay, the only property she took out of my house was her property and what I gave her. I bought her a car, she took it. The things I bought for her, she took it. The things she bought for me, she left them. That is how it works in Nigeria. No woman is going to get half of what you get. So sometimes that can be annoying. And the woman might say, oh, I've slaved. So it can make people desperate and take rash decisions. As my thoughts unfold, I would release them. What did you want to say?
I feel like I've forgotten again.
How can you be forgetful?
Because I'm also trying to follow. You know, I didn't know anything.
I know.
Daddy Freeze, yeah. Whilst we were in service today on your live, people were talking about this. I was even looking at as because I got distracted by it whilst I was on your live, and then I went there. What I don't want is leaving this live still thinking that, wait a minute, IVD and Blessing are actually dating after what happened. What I'm trying to say here is Blessing has the opportunity now to just let us know what's up. It doesn't,
No, Rita,
don't
sorry.
bother about what we
Yeah.
would think or we wouldn't think. Just clear it up and let's just move on.
Rita, sorry.
Yes,
You know
sir.
Blessings. This
I
Blessing.
know, sir.
I've gone along with her. Before we came to this live, you know we've spoken.
I know.
Do you know I asked Blessing one-on-one. I said, is there anything going on between you and I? She said, it's not my business.
Okay. So that leaves that leaves it open then for.
Now, I want to respond to you, right? What you said.
Hold on a second. Now, before you answer, I'm so sorry because I want to moderate this.
Okay.
And I respect that. She doesn't owe us an explanation to her personal life. I looked at this thing. I was just chatting on the other phone with my daughter. We're looking at the timeline for when this lady passed, Bimbo. This happened in October the 4th. November the 4th, 1 month. December the 4th, the 2nd month. January the 4th is this week. It'll be 3 months since she passed. May her gentle soul rest in peace. My question,
Amen.
Is it in our place to decide when he moves on? Is it in our place to decide who he moves on with? A question I want to ask, and I want to start asking from you, Gen Z. Answer.
So what I wanted to ask you guys actually do have the right to ask the questions that you want to ask. Do you understand? But she also has the right to answer or decline your questions. Do you understand? We have to remember that we are asking these questions, but we are actually entitled. Do you understand? It's just some form of entitlement. Do you understand? And if that what's called you, she has the chance to clarify. She knows. She's aware. Do you understand? Funny thing, if she doesn't want to, she's not going to. So the thing is, it's actually up to her whether she wants to like put her minds at ease or not. Do you understand? Said what, like, if she says this, you're going to judge. If she says the other, you're still going to judge. And the thing is, you still do have the right to your judgment. Do you understand? So you forget judging her on what she's going to say. You can't even judge her on the fact that she's not saying anything, and you're still right. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I think I'm seeing a lot of things, but I'm not seeing anything.
No, you're making sense.
No, you're making a lot of sense. I mean, I feel like
Pepper, it's now your turn. We are waiting for you now.
I feel like this case that he frees here, even though Blessing has a right to whether she'll tell us or not. I guess for the public that watch the case or listen to the case and you have your own personal opinions about it, the question is, the question is, do you align yourself with it? Like now, would you be okay following Blessing, knowing that she is dating IVD after everything that happened? Do you understand? Does it sit right with you? If it doesn't sit right with you, you move on. You don't have to align with her politics. Do you understand? I think that's the decision. Since Blessing does not want to say yes or no, the general public comes to your own consensus and decide, do you align with what Blessing is doing? Do you align with it if she's dating IVD? Do you align with it if she's not giving us any feedback, yes or no? And that is just the crux of it. I feel like everybody is very valid. Remember, Blessing is a relationship expert. So I'm sure her students are like, Blessing,
as a relationship expert,
are you dating
there's something
that this just happened?
No, as a relationship expert, you people are bloggers and content creators. You don't know.
I'm not a blogger. I'm not a blogger. I'm a media personality.
A media personality, whatever it is. Now, you people don't know the ethics behind it. Even as a relationship therapist, my personal life, I'm not obligated. You would have to separate personality from professionalism. And that's one thing a lot of Nigerians don't know how to separate. Just because somebody is a relationship therapist doesn't mean the person doesn't have a life outside that profession. And for the lady who talked about sensitivity, I want to speculate on that. Now, you said you're a mother. I'm a mother, and I have 2 boys. IVD is also somebody's son. Let's be human, right? Because when we are being saying this is a sensitive matter, do you need that young man to drop dead before you become sensitive? Do people have to die before we can become sensitive? Let's be very honest, because if this late woman was alive, I don't think you people are going to be as sensitive as this.
But you were not sensitive.
That's
to
not
Bimbo.
true.
You
Exactly.
you were not. You were actually biased.
You're not getting where I'm coming. I did not.
I am even being unbiased.
I did not. That's the truth.
I'm not.
I did
calls
not.
into question I don't
your
judgment.
party.
That's
but when this lady passed on, you were very biased.
How was I biased?
Because I mean, even that movie that you made, blessing. I mean, it might not be saying directly that was what occurred.
Your emotions playing right now. Go watch the movie if you want. If you don't want to, let it be.
No,
exactly what I'm saying. What if the movie had come from somebody else? It's not.
It is biased because
have you watched the movie?
You highlighted IVD.
You just watched a thriller. You've not watched the movie. No, and that's the thing that I keep saying. People can't watch. No, they've not.
Wait.
You highlighted IVD on your page.
Let me talk about that. Rita, have you watched the movie?
No.
Sorry, I haven't watched it because
it's about.
Really,
know what it's about.
You can't make it.
But we already know what it's about.
No.
You can't.
Okay, Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze, let me ask you a question.
No, listen, please go and watch the movie. The movie actually bashed. The movie actually bashed the man in question. You didn't watch the movie. You're just walking with your emotions. No. You didn't watch the movie. So don't sit here and be telling me I gaslighted when you've not seen the movie.
Listen, calm down. I agree with you that to an extent, Rita, I agree with you that Blessing, even in my opinion at a point, at a point, I have to be honest. Let me be honest. However, you, Rita, cannot make a judgment on a movie you've not watched. I haven't watched the movie, so I can't talk about it.
Really and truly, I will watch the movie tonight. Okay, I'll go on YouTube. I'll watch it tonight. I'll spend my time and watch it.
I used to despise Meghan until I sat down and watched Meghan and Harry tell the story of their own lives. Then I took another perspective. I was like,
Why do you despise Meghan?
Because I just felt that after, I follow this guy. What's that loud mouth? That loud.
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan.
Price. What's his name? Piers Morgan. Sorry. I follow him. And the way Piers, they always attack them. I'm like, this girl is a bad influence on Harry. Until I sat down and I watched the movie and I was done. I was like, Piers is actually a person that is mad in this case. So Rita, you need to understand that when you come to judge a matter, you have to have all the facts at hand. You said something. Blessing was biased. I agree with you. Even I saw a bit of bias. But you see, she came out openly to say she's defending IVD.
Wait, why would you say what the movie?
No, not the movie. In the defense, because we've been following the case from the beginning. But you see, since I've not watched the movie, I cannot rely on what some dingbats are commenting. I don't like 5 people. Just know the comment section. You get waiting, you go yarn, you don't say you rapture. You know rapture. You just see that you are no longer there again. Watch your comments. So Rita, do you understand what I'm talking about? Watch the movie.
I will watch it, but on this note, I am not for Bimbo, neither am I for IVD. I am for humanity and sensitivity.
No.
That is
to be honest, you are also biased.
She's biased. She's not his boy.
I am not
emotional. No, you are.
No, I am not. I started off by saying I am a mom. And somebody died in this matter. So let's that's all.
Do you know the only person that is neutral in this place? Me.
Gen Z.
Me.
No,
Gen Z too is neutral.
It's Gen Z. It's not you, Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze, you're not neutral. Daddy Freeze, you're not neutral. It's just Gen Z. Gen Z is the only neutral party.
It's just Gen Z.
It's just Gen Z.
You and Pepe are neutral. Blessing is IVD. Rita.
No. I am not. Funny enough, I don't know. the internet. You know what? You know what breaks that? If you know what breaks my heart, do you know what hurts me the most? This has been my 7th year on Instagram, and anybody that knows me, unfortunately, a lot of people on the internet are a bunch of blockheads. Sorry to say so. People call me a feminist because I stand for women. This is the first time in my life I'm standing for a man, and there's a reason. Maybe because I know the facts. Maybe because I know I don't stand for men. That's the truth. Unfortunately, for the first time, Blessing refused to be a so-called feminist. All of you are angry. People should be angry.
Standing for him because you are in a relationship with him. That is the context we need. So in the back of
that's what I'm trying to say.
Like,
I am not. No.
With him because she's in a relationship.
Did he actually tattoo your name?
Now the first question is what I am going to make clear on this live video is the very first time I ever heard about IVD in my entire life was when it trended. I don't know him. I've never heard of him. I've never met him before. It was the trend and the constant bully that attracted me. I didn't know anything. The first time I spoke about IVD was when he invited me on the live. That was when he started trending. What made me to start doing live video was the brother started insulting me and attacking me. I was then like, what did I say wrong? It was your life. I didn't know this guy from Adam. It was the constant. I was not like, what is wrong? Why are they dragging me? What did I say? That was
you said that she wanted to die. That's why they were dragging me.
Can I say something? And I'm actually very, very upset with Pepper Room because she was on this live. How many minutes did I talk before I made that utterance? Did I just come and said she wanted to die? There was lots of story that led to that statement. True or false? So why are you being biased? Why do you
that's not
look
true,
as if I just woke up?
That's not true. When you came on Daddy Freeze's live, you said there are some women that they will not leave a relationship until they die. They want to die. That's what you said.
He wants to ask. Everybody quiet. Oh yeah, ask.
Okay, now back to the information bias. You know when we were all saying that Rita is being biased and blah, blah, blah. Pepper Room, do you second what you've watched the movie, right?
No, it's too triggering. I don't want to watch a story about that kind of a situation. No, I'm not doing that. I don't align with it.
Okay, so what's it called? Because
it's called Sweet Sour, isn't it? A blessing.
Sweet Sour.
Sweet Sour.
CEO is being biased because of the way she portrayed the movie, making it look like it's the woman, right? Like the woman, I don't know, killed herself or I don't know what happened. Do you understand? And I wanted to know if maybe you like took her side, like maybe you also thought she was biased, but you have seen the movie, so you can speak more on why you feel it's biased. Because I haven't seen the movie, I didn't know about the gist, nothing. So
now, ask you a question.
Just about the movie. It's not just about.
I'm glad she doesn't know anything about this story. I'm exceptionally glad about it, and I'll tell you why. Because she's going to be objective. I want to ask, some people were saying Daddy Freeze was biased. Have I been biased so far? And I want to ask all of you here to mention one place where I was biased. In this, right from the beginning, let me start from Blessing. Let me start from you. Do you think I've been biased? Be very honest.
Gen Z.
No, Daddy Freeze. Okay, is it for me? Okay, it's for Gen Z. Okay.
You are going to answer.
Gen
She's
Z.
starting first. Then Rita, then Pepper Room.
Gen Z.
I won't say that you've been biased in the situation between Bimbo and IVD, but I don't know. I'm just Gen Z. But I also feel like you tend to take Blessing CEO's side in some sort of way because, like you said, she's your sister. In some sort of way. Because, you know, when she said that, what's it called? She's been saying, I don't know what, anytime they point out the movie, like, I'm going to watch the movie too, but anytime they say something about, oh, the movie is biased, it's this and it's that, I'm not saying I'm sure it's biased, but I feel like if I watch it, there has to be a reason why, even if they are wrong for saying so, there has to be something that led them to say so. I just feel that, where was I going with this? I feel that, Oh my God, what was I going with this?
That Blessing is my friend.
Yeah, Blessing is your friend. Do you understand? And I feel like that's where there might be some kind of bias. Do you understand? Because she's your friend. Hey, now I remember what I wanted to say. Exactly. So she was saying something about, oh, it's your emotions and it's that and it's this and it's that. Do you understand? As a relationship expert, do you understand? If I was your girlfriend, Miss Blessing CEO, and you were my boyfriend, do you understand that you're actually gaslighting me?
Facts.
Do you understand?
Get me?
To remember.
Okay, you mean me?
Yes, you were like you saying it's your emotions that's making you think that way.
Exactly.
You understand when they're trying to second guess things?
That's what I'm trying to. We're still saying the same thing, and that's the reason why.
Now,
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Blessing. I don't want us to lose the train of thought. So I'm biased because Blessing. They are not letting you. Okay, can you quickly finish?
No,
and I want
finished,
us to go around.
But I'm still
okay. If it comes back,
how I
okay.
I've delivered.
So okay. I'll try not to be biased with Blessing, but in the question I'm asking is in the IVD-Bimbo situation, have I been biased? Rita, over to you.
No, you haven't been biased. I did observe it for a while anyways, the time that Blessing came on as well. You haven't been biased about it. And really and truly, the first time I heard Blessing talk about it, I didn't see it from a biased point of view, to be honest. It was later that I believe that emotions got involved and it started to look biased, that it was leaning more towards IVD's side. That was how I saw it. And then it then continuously linked towards his side, even till now. So that's basically it. But you haven't been biased from what I've seen so far.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me ask Pepe Room, have I been biased?
In the IVD and Bimbo situation, when we spoke about it, no, you haven't.
What,
in the IVD
what
and
about
Bimbo
situation? And I want you to point out how I've been biased.
I don't think you're being biased. I just think you're like sitting on the fence, because you understand things from, content creator part and the other side. So I think you're just sitting on the fence. I don't think you're biased.
Okay. Okay. Bless you. That makes a lot of sense.
So God will not bless you.
God will bless you. You started the time. Now, I want to explain some things to you. Yeah, I'm Blessing's friend, just like I'm Rita's friend. By being Blessing's friend, I am privy to information. Can I come and share that information with you publicly? No. You understand what I'm saying? Like this, my child, I have information about her that I cannot share. So I can talk to you about her publicly, but because I know some things about her that you don't know, a decision I make might sound to you biased, but I know her. You understand? So I want to put that to you. I am a content creator. I understand the internet. I've been bashed by the internet. I've been attacked by the internet. I know how stupid the internet is. I'll give you an example. What God cannot do does not exist. Just try and see something about it. Just go right now. No matter how logical your point is, they will attack you. They will finish you. Just try it now. Just punch a hole in it and just go. If they put out a testimony and that testimony does not make sense, just go and type that this testimony does not make sense and watch how they will attack you. Another thing, Peter Obi supporters, just say something wrong about Peter Obi and you will watch the way they will attack you. So I understand where Blessing is coming from in a way you people don't. Maybe you, Pepe Room, because you're a content creator, but maybe not she or Rita, because you guys are more consumer than you are content consumers. We are the creators. We know how annoying and frustrating the internet is. Half the time, there are many things that Blessing says that I agree with, but because I don't want my account to be suspended, I will not say them. I want to connect with you. There are things that I've jumped and passed. Things that actually I should have addressed. but I've jumped and passed because I don't have the power for internet dragging. So when I'm talking about blessing, I understand some things that she understands from the content creator perspective and the whereas on social media perspective. Half of the people on social media are loonies. I've blocked like 20 people just now on a proper the Rapture block. So I tend to understand that. Now, secondly, I also believe, in as much as I respect Bimbo and her name, and I'm inside this, I still cleared her name. I just told that there was a drug test that was done on her and she was clean. So I would still go out to clear her name, but I also respect blessing because I know what it is like. People said the same thing about me. Thank God my ex did not pass on, but they said, you moved on very quickly. My ex out of my house in June. By May the next year, I had a new baby. So I was within 3 months. I don't move, and people think of it. So I also understand that because, in my opinion, it was a divorce that you knew about. I had been suffering in that marriage for 5 years. My ex had been suffering. We'd been in a bad place. But people expect now, why couldn't you wait? I was not going to wait. So as a human being in a relationship, I can also see that okay. Now IVD survives. He's going to want to move on with somebody else. Maybe blessing is the candidate that was available. And let me tell you, when somebody is available, when you're going through stress, you find yourself attached to them. And
I'm praying that, I'm hoping it's not the case, because there's a way that love will hit someone. The truth will come out.
There's how you people be saying, you know, the funniest part, the internet, people make me.
The truth will come out one day.
Even if you don't want to do something with these people, the way they trigger you, and you'll be like
people are pushing me. You. It's okay, you know.
Now, the point is, you don't know me. You don't know me.
It's
I'm
right.
too bold. No, you don't know me. I'm too bold to live in denial. You don't know me.
So,
and
if
it is hungry me,
your opinion. And
I go for it if you're hungry me, sure.
If this thing is white, in your opinion, and it looks great to you, but Nigerians believe it is black. As long as you are not saying this thing is black,
yeah, we finish you.
I gave you 2 examples. Just go right now. Anywhere there's a testimony of what God cannot do does not exist, which seems ridiculous to me. Why am I saying this? Because so many celebs have passed on, they did not resurrect them. Including people that introduced me, the person that introduced me to what God does not exist, the papa by, they no resurrect them, but they did resurrect people. Just go and type that comment under that way to attack you. Just go and so what am I trying to say is the internet is one soon one dori kobi kokono. Now you're about they face the same side. So in that regard, it might seem like I am biased towards, but I'm not. I'm listening to Blessing. She's telling me that, okay, this is the situation. But you want me to tell her that what she's doing with IVD is bad. And I'm thinking in my head, is it really bad?
She spoke against this woman.
Daddy, please,
this
is the part I don't understand. This is the part I don't understand.
Have you ever been to court before?
Can I say something?
They will insult you. Say it quickly.
See, said she spoke against this woman. It doesn't matter as long as she did not lie against the woman.
It does matter because she doesn't know Bimbo personally.
The
she
woman
spoke about Bimbo based on what IVD told her.
She did not lie. Do you understand? If she did not know Bimbo personally, yes, and then she did something because that's what IVD told her, and then she doesn't know, she has lied. Do you understand? But as long as she says it and it's the truth, it's like her saying, God forbid, that Bimbo slapped IVD, and that's not actually what happened, but that's what IVD told her. She has lied.
Yeah, me, you, every one of us here, we're not in that relationship, so we don't know anything about what was going on behind the scenes.
You
understand? So anything we are saying would be based on assumption.
But you believed what the bloggers said. right?
I'm not. No, I
You
said what I'm
chose the
saying is,
blogger's narrative, right?
you spoke against someone that could not speak for
I did
themselves.
not speak against anybody. You people are twisting this whole, and that's the reason why on the internet, like I said, they misunderstand, and that's what I'm still saying to Pepper Room. Before I made the statement, I spoke for 45 minutes, and I even used myself as an instance with my previous marriage, where I said, and I quote, a lot of people, just like Daddy Freeze, a lot of people might not want to leave a relationship because they put in so much. That was where that statement came in. And it's so unfortunate. That's the only thing that Pepper Room had. And that's why I don't like having conversations with these media people or bloggers, because yes, I keep saying it. If not Daddy Freeze, if not you, I don't go on people's life. It's Daddy Freeze. Nobody can bring me to their life
problem is
and be asking me questions. It's
why
Daddy
I
Freeze.
have something against it is because you were biased. So that
I
was
wasn't.
why. Initially,
Like I said,
you were not,
I wasn't biased.
but
No.
then you became biased.
No,
Maybe
I
due
said
to the
something.
attacks you were getting.
No, like
then
I
you
said,
became biased.
I have an insight of what is happening behind closed doors. Maybe
From
because
IVD's perspective.
from a
Exactly.
lot of people's perspective, not just from him. You don't know what I know. Don't be too sure.
You posted
Stop
this
sounding.
man's
No, it's just like you're saying.
biography on your
Yes.
page. You hailed him on your page.
Yes.
So it is, for me,
I needed to
if I'm coming
remind
to
you.
come and hear that you've been
hold on.
dating
If I
him,
no, I have to remind
like,
you that there's a
were you waiting for the
personality.
woman to die? You understand?
That's your
how I
emotion.
feel.
That's your feeling. I don't have power over that. That's how you feel. You will come out of your feeling. 3 days, you'll be okay.
She wants to talk.
That's the truth.
Gen Z wants to talk. So
I just need you guys to listen to me with your ears and not your hearts.
yes, babe.
What?
Don't worry, babe. We're listening. We're listening.
What you said, no, because when you try to counter what I said, you are not giving the right counter to what I'm actually saying. What I said is, whatever she said, I'm pleased. When you said this thing that you said, had she passed?
Which thing that she said?
Yes, she had passed.
Yes, she had.
Passed, yes. She had died.
Recently, like a couple of days before.
Yes, as in, it's now wrong because she has passed.
No, it's not. No. It's not wrong because it has passed.
It's a conversation. It's a conversation we were having, like we're having this conversation.
Yeah, but the way you guys are nodding your head, like, that is even more of the reason why it is wrong. Wait, I'm not doing please. So what's it called? I'm just saying, whether she said that the late Bimbo slapped this guy, do you know that? You guys can say, but you don't know if that's what happened, but you also don't know if that's what did not happen. Do you know? So all we can do is, no one is meant to raise the pitch in their voice and be like, that's not, or that's like, we're just we don't know. That's it. Do you understand? We do not know. Do you understand? So there's nothing wrong with what she said as long as she did not lie. Do you understand? Because why is there a problem with her saying what is true? If it is true, I'm not saying I know that it is true. Do you understand? I'm just saying, if it is true, we should focus more on, is she lying?
Yes, and I have been asking everybody who has dragged me, did I lie?
Sensitive matter because the person is deceased. Do you understand? Hitler is deceased.
Yeah.
Hitler is deceased.
And we bash him.
And they'll still bash him tomorrow. Do you understand? We do not know that this person was not a bad person or a good person. We do not know. Do you understand? That's for God. But my own is just, do you understand?
Someone said, don't slander the pie. When I know they slander Hitler.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Selective morality.
Yes,
that's the annoying part.
I'm not done. Do you understand? Because somebody is deceased, unfortunately, no one wished for her to die. Do you understand? But I am alive. Do you understand? I am not going to live a lie because somebody has that. I'm not saying. Do you understand? I'm not saying that is the situation. But I'm just saying. Imagine I was IVD. I'm not even taking anybody's side. I'm just saying because people are being too. Everyone should actually be on the fence for the sake of the fact that, first of all, it's not our business and we do not even know them personally. Do you understand? Like, if I was IVD now, do you understand? It's not a thing of, I'm not going to say anything because she's deceased. And then, like, sorry that you have passed. No one wished it. Do you understand? But I will not live a half life. Do you understand? Live in a lie and let people think that it was me. Do you understand? That was responsible for. No, that's not living. Do you understand? That is not living. So I just want everyone to be on the fence. No one knew her. Nobody knows him. Do you understand? Like, that's just.
You have said, do you understand? Like 50 times.
I'm sorry.
And they are typing it for you as you are saying it.
I'm so sorry. I keep saying, do you understand? Because sometimes it feels like nobody's understanding me or nobody's actually
understanding you. We definitely do. No, you're making sense. And
Please type account number and your account handle. Let them follow you. Oh yeah, please.
Oh yes, definitely.
Young lady, what's your account handle? Yeah, type it quickly. You know what?
The
Type it
moral
here.
of the story is blessing.
The moral is I will
deny.
listen. Let me quickly give bloggers food. The moral of the story is I will date anybody I want to date. It's not your business. Whether you have your feelings, you're emotional, you are sensitive, I would date anybody I want to date. So I don't care about your feelings. If I cared about your feelings, I won't even get this far. So let's mind our business. And when we are in public and we want to listen, let's listen with a fair mind and stop being over biased, because facts, like I said, is different from gist. A lot of you want to know.
Do you know who you are?
I know who I am.
Exactly. You are a relationship expert. You are you're a public figure. For that reason, you saying I will date whosoever I want to date. Do you know I follow some of your advice, like some of your relationship
Thank
advice.
God you said, my darling, you said something.
Sorry,
let me cut you short. You said
I follow from that point of view. For
you
someone
said,
like myself or others that follow you, it's
said,
like, look, I will sleep with a married man for all I care.
That's my life. That's the truth about it.
By the way, is
that's the
IVD
truth.
divorced?
I mean,
is he divorced?
Pepper Room, please drop the emotion on one side.
No, I'm
Let's
asking
hear
a
what.
question. Blessing, you keep using these emotions.
Yes, you're too emotional.
He's
a widower. That's what it is.
That's not gonna work on me.
From
it's
you,
not gonna work on
not
me.
sounding right. It's different if it's coming from someone.
And it's not just that.
Like that.
Daddy Freeze, can we just have a real moment right now?
Hold on. Follow. Who asked you to follow me?
No, I'm just
asking.
We're not quarreling. I'm just asking.
No,
then why should
it's beginning to feel
such doctrines?
No, you said something. Beliefs. When I drop a quote or I drop a message, you pick the ones you want to pick. Leave my personal life alone and pick the things that interest you. You just want to gossip. That's what it is. Anybody that wants to invade
you are fueling the gossip because you don't want to clear it up.
I am enjoying it. That's why I'm a content creator. I love it.
Enjoying the attention. And
yes,
it calls into question your credibility. That's
and I don't care. I don't care. Do I look like I care? I am controversial. Okay? And that's the essence of the symbol controversial.
Hold on, guys. Can I have 1 minute? Guys, you are enjoying this live. You are not buying my stars on Facebook. Please come and support me. Go to my Facebook channel and buy stars. Daddy Freeze on Facebook. Go there now and buy stars. We are waking. I brought blessing at this time of the night. Una no one support my channel, but una one come they talk plenty. Now, look at this thing, guys. What color is this? Hey, Pepper Room, don't go. Rita, can you see me?
Yes, I can. It's a white.
White, right? Yeah. Right. Do you support polygamy?
Me?
Yes.
I don't. I've always told you I don't.
I do.
And I do too.
Good.
You'll go cry.
Why am I? Hold on. Bless. What color is this? Bless.
White.
What color is white?
White.
Hey, okay. You know why I'm saying this is? This is a fact. We all look white. Morality is speculative, subjective, and relative. What I consider morally right, Pepper Room might consider it morally wrong. A Christian might consider it morally right, and a Muslim consider it morally wrong, and a traditionalist consider it morally wrong. The problem with morals is there is no yardstick for measuring morals. If we all lived in Afghanistan, where the state operated a Sharia conduct, then we can base our morals on the teachings of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam or the Hadith. But in a country where we are as diverse with regards to ethnicity and religion and choice, bringing morality up is unfair because, and that's, this message is for Pepper Room. I'm going to bring her back right now. Because when you say something is morally right, have you posted?
Yes, I have.
Or morally wrong, who is judging the morals? Post again, I can't see it. Whose job is it to identify what is morally right and what is morally wrong?
Conscience.
Now, the thing I want to tell you people is one of the reasons why I get a lot of people to come to my live and they will not go to other people's live is because I have an open door policy. You are my guest, whether you like it or not. Blessing CEO is my guest. I'm not going to bring her to my live and come and tell her, oh, Blessing, you're a hoe. Oh, Blessing, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, so you need to understand that just as there is doctor-patient confidentiality, lawyer-client confidentiality, so there is live host and live guest convention, whatever it is, and respect. If I disrespect her, she will never come to my live again. If I disrespect you, Rita, you will never come to my live again. So we need to be conscious. I'm trying to see Pepper Room, I can't find her. We need to be conscious of that too. And oh no, I know what happened. The network is, the comments are no longer dropping.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Comments are no longer dropping. Is once I think we've been on for so long, the comment section is so it's like maybe it's not going to drop again. That's all. So those are my thoughts. And please, if you are watching on TikTok, send me gifts and flowers. Oh yeah, all of you, 500 people watching me on TikTok. Can you imagine, Blessing? 500 people on my TikTok live. I have more people watching me on TikTok than on YouTube.
You are good. You have become a pro. Even me, I don't do TikTok again.
You know what I just do is I just go live. Anytime I go live on other channels, I just make sure I keep a channel open for TikTok. I've dedicated one whole phone for TikTok. And TikTok get crowd. I get crowd on my person send me. I get more crowd on my TikTok than on my YouTube and Facebook sometimes.
You're trying. Being in all the networks.
So, and why? Because people want to hear gist that they are not going to hear anywhere else. You understand that? My channel also brings those people that you will not normally hear. Blessing, for instance, has not gone live on any other person's channel.
Yeah.
And the last time she was live on my channel, she lost her account because of what came out of it. So I have to respect her, I have to appreciate the fact that she's my guest. She's coming to share her perspective. I cannot sit down here and allow her to be insulted. If I don't support what she's saying, when I believe that, Blessing, you are biased here, I will tell her. I say, Blessing, this particular place, I think you are biased. But you see, I have to do it respectfully. A lot of people expected me to bring Blessing to my life and start bashing Blessing.
No,
I can't.
No.
But just know that I'll never be able to bring up.
I am here standing for people that Blessing would not see or hear from, but they have a certain notion. So that is why I said she's here now. She can just clear it up, but she's chosen not to.
I don't want to. I've said it before. When you start to beacon on people's personal life, it's gossip. It's gossip. It's like me telling you to come and be explaining yourself. Yes, you might be a public figure, but it's gossip. Leave my personal life alone. Then pick the lessons. The reason why you follow public figures is that you want to pick lessons from their lives or stories, not their personal lives. Now you won't know who I they knock and who they knock me. No concern. Why me? That's not your best. Next time I'm ready, there will be a wedding. There will be an engagement. I will tell you. In a hurry.
All right.
Oh, it's frozen.
Yella's handle. So that is at Danny Phantom. Guys, please follow her. She lost her account and she has just 200 followers. I want it to get to 2,000 today. Now. There are 2,800 people watching this live. If I can get
call out her account.
I posted it there. I've pinned it. Can you see it?
I can't see it. No.
Oh my God. At Danny, DANEE dot PHANTOM on Danny dot phantom underscore. Guys, I'm watching the account now. Okay, I have a screenshot. I'm watching the account. I want you guys to follow her. There are 261 people have followed you, 263.
How do you?
266 people have followed. No, it's not it. 96. If I scroll it again, 269. So yeah, everybody follow her. I get 1,000 people to follow her. I'll be happy.
Daddy Freeze, you came here to come and publicly say you support polygamy. It's okay.
No, I just gave.
I thought it was a 2022 thing, Daddy Freeze.
I was trying to draw a disparity between what empirically measurable and what you cannot measure. What you will see as morally right, you will see as morally, you will see as morally okay. You will see, when we say it is too early for Blessing C to date. From whose perspective? You can now say, me, I will not date 3 months after the loss of a spouse. But you cannot say it is morally wrong. Who measures morals? What is that for measuring morals? Is it measured in kilograms? Is it measured in joules? Is it measured in kilometers? Is it measured in liters? What is the yardstick for measuring morals?
Could we say conscience?
Please, as we're about to close now. Okay, we got over 100 followers. Yeah, happy. Oh yeah. That's all we are. 2 things I'm left now. I'm not talking again. Blessing, thank you for joining me, my darling sister. Are you still there?
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm here.
So please, right now, all of you go to my Facebook page and come and buy stars and follow Danny Phantom pinned below. If you can follow. You don't get 100 followers.
Watching
it. What are you not supposed to pick this?
No, I don't do all those things.
On my cheek.
I don't do all those things.
He doesn't like hugs and kisses. Imagine. Very bored child. Hey, 374. We'll get to 1,000. That's what we are left doing now. Rita, if you have anything to say, stay. Pepper Room. I'm sorry, I can't find it. Okay, content to me. Come while we are waiting for Pepper Room to come back. Guys, let me show you how to buy stars. You cannot just be enjoying life like, what kind of wicked human beings are you? We are up at 2 a.m. See, go to my page. That if click on the search bar. Sorry, go to your own page. Type Daddy Freeze, DADDYFEEZE. This is the page. Click on it. I want to show them how to get stars. They will get stars. They don't burn them. Oh, let me greet the people who have been getting me stars, by the way. Scroll down to today's video. You will see me and this beautiful, gorgeous somebody. Click on it. Yes, that's Click on it. Scroll down to the bottom left. You see how to get stars. Just click on it. That's how it is. Bottom left here. Click on it. On the bottom left, you can get stars like that. Just go there now. Let me hail everybody. Eddie Ebo, Jeffries, Adebisi sent me 1,000 stars. God bless you, Adebisi. Okafo Sarah, Victoria Bami, and Okechukwu Vincent. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for appreciating what we're doing. So, Blessing, anything else you want to say?
I'm just gonna say that if please next time you're bringing me live, don't bring me live with Pepper Room because I'm getting very pissed off with her. Seriously.
Okay.
I don't want to have a conversation with her. I think she has a way of misquoting me.
Nice girl. She's a very nice.
What I would say to that is, don't be letting things like that get to you. Yes, you're a human being, and
one guy
is muted.
Geraldo Festus says, "Oh God, this content is not making sense."
I think you're muted.
Hello, Gerald.
Right again.
Enjoy you can.
It's muted.
Blessing, you are muted.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Ah.
Okay, now we can hear you.
Better.
Yeah, so it's when people talk like that, you're pretty much hearing what you can't actually hear face to face, you know? So it's a good opportunity for you to either counter it or just say what you want to say so that everyone can know your stance and your point of view. It's an opportunity for people to know who Blessing is. Do you understand? Aside from what bloggers are posting or even what you put on your page. So it's not, you shouldn't get upset about it or get angry like that, you know? Everyone
I'm
has
just saying,
questions.
I don't want people to misunderstand me. And that's the reason why recently I've just been catching crews. And when people say, come and explain yourself, come and do this one, not like I can, but I don't want to stress myself because at the end of the day, people already have their perception, what they feel, what they like, what they don't like. Some people don't, so long as it's Blessing that is saying it, forget it. But whether it's right or it's wrong, we are not hearing. So why should I come and sit down and be explaining myself to these people that already have, you know, straight up perceptions?
I know this una celebrity life is not easy, to be honest. I don't wish to be in
so your personal life has to be out of this place, except there's nothing you say. There's how many people have been dragged and misunderstood. A lot of celebrities they've dragged, they've married, everybody have moved on. They will be all right. They will be all right at the end of the day. By the time probably you drop wedding invitation now.
Hold on, guys. Big shout out to somebody else who has come to buy my stars, Marion Brown and Ofigo Ihoma, as well as Ayodele Keshinro. Ayodele Keshinro bought 1,000 stars. Those people that bought 1,000 stars on our boss. Hello.
That's so
Thank you. Thank you for the love and support. Okay, Pepper Room is here. Now, Blessing is not happy with the way you she says you
yeah, Daddy Freeze, I want to quickly say something. In no way was I attacking Blessing in any way. I wasn't disrespectful in any way, shape, or form. I was just I mean, Blessing does what she does and I respect it. And I also respect your own platform as well. So we come here and we give different opinions. For me, I'm just asking the questions that the people want to know. And the reason why these questions are being asked, granted, Blessing can, you know, have a private life, but the only reason why people, quote unquote, care is because she's a relationship expert. So people listen to her when it comes to marriages, when it comes to relationships. So I don't think it's, you know, out of turn or a shocker that people will ask these questions. Knowing
I put out the tattoo.
What happened,
you did not ask IVD. Me.
You know,
I wrote the love quote.
That's
my point.
It's not
Remember, I put out the tattoo. I wrote the quote. You did not ask me. Allow me put out the person. Allow me come and tell you, okay, oh, this is who I'm dating. Don't impose it on me and make it look like you're doing some investigative journalism or you're asking me some question. No, I'm not a child. I will put out anything I want to put out.
No, I'm not saying you're a child, Blessing.
That's the way you're making it look like. Because the questions you were throwing, you were being too straight, and I'm like, no, this is coming up as an attack. And this is not the first time me and you were having conversation. Yeah. Actually, when you said, no, I actually picked offense when you said that I said that the woman has always wanted to hurt herself. I was pained by that because you were on this live when I had a 45 minutes conversation before that statement came out. You made it look as if I just came on Daddy Freeze live and said, hey. No, that was wrong. So that was why I keep saying you are too personal. You were too personal because I remember telling my life story on that day. I even used myself as an example. You didn't read all those ones. It's that particular statement that I made. That was unfair. That was being personal.
Blessing, that particular day I listened to you.
And that was the only one you heard.
No, that's not the only one I heard, but the general conversation, you didn't really hold IVD accountable. Most of the issues you have were with Bimbo.
But
you know? So that's
that's not true. Let me take you back. No, remember then I spoke on that. If started talking about IVD, it was a neutral conversation. There was no IVD, there was no Bimbo. We're talking generally about women. That if am I telling lies?
Yeah,
I saw that live.
Yeah, IVD had not come. It was neutral. It was later.
It's the live where you said she wanted, when you said those things that hurt Bimbo's family. That's the live I'm speaking of.
We are saying the same.
And that's the live that got people angry.
Nobody was angry about the live. That's not the live that got people angry. When people started reacting was when I came out to say I was IVD's personal therapist. Then you weren't paying attention. When Daddy Freeze called me was when the case was still neutral. And I spoke about myself. And I said a lot of women might want to die before I now emphasized on her. I had not spoken to IVD.
But in that context, it was about IVD.
Why is it only
Bimbo? That's the reason why we had that live.
Why is it that one that you picked?
Listen,
why is it that one
honest. You have to
I'm being honest, and that's why I'm upset. Don't make it look as if I had some personal thing with the lady. By then, there was no IVD in the picture. No, don't make it look that way. I'm not a child. Don't make it look that way. And that's why I said I don't want to have a conversation with you again. Take your personal feelings to your perceptions. We all have different perceptions.
No, bless
we don't go
now
the
you're
same
being
way.
personal.
Yes, I'm
now
being
you're being personal.
We don't.
I didn't say anything that disrespected you this live. I never disrespected you.
Did.
No, I didn't.
I'm the one to tell you that you disrespected me. So I don't want to have a conversation because you have your own mindset and we are not in the same parallel line. Speak for yourself. I speak for myself. We are not in the same mental capacity. You have your crowd. I do have my crowd.
There's not about mental capacity.
I didn't say you're not smart.
You have your crowd.
You might be smart, but you might not have the intelligence to absorb other people's
narrative. I'm very intelligent.
I don't think you are.
Absorb.
I don't think you are.
I listened to your conversation and you were mean to that woman. You insulted her. You insulted her family. You know, you didn't care that she died. You said she wanted to die. That's what you said. I was trying to be polite, but now you're trying to attack me.
I will attack you. And if I want to attack you, you won't do anything about it.
Listen, your credibility is what we're talking about
here. It's none of your
business.
Why are you so? Yes, why are you so concerned? But I'm still more relevant. But I'm still more relevant.
Credibility.
But I'm
all you care about
still more relevant.
You're clout chasing.
That's what it
woman's
is. I am clout. I am clout. That's what it is. You want
room for the
to use me to build followers. You are sick.
No, blessing, calm down.
She's sick.
Her, so no need to.
I'm still going to go and meet her on her page. She's a sick girl. She won't use me doing your CY. Can't use me to create content. Who is Pepper Room? When did she start? Your cloud chasing, your credibility. Why are you so concerned about my credibility? Now maybe the girl will be in trend with handcuff. They still for 3 years and I'm still standing. Don't come and tell me about credibility. Who knows you? With all your nonsense English, who knows you? Don't tell me shit about credibility just because you have a silly perception. Please. This will not make me vex this night. This year was supposed to be a peaceful year.
It's going to be a peaceful year, amen.
Just violence. She won't come use me, can't they do good girl. Like say she smoke.
It will be a peaceful year.
Bless her, she won't come use the form credibility.
Everybody just calm down.
Daddy, please, I didn't join them. I didn't join them. Please, nobody should add my name.
No, you were calm.
Bless you. Sure you were here.
You are calm. No way,
thank you. Before they go add my name.
Follow Danny.Phantom. DANEE. Danny. That's her account. Come on, let them see your face. DANEE. Phantom. PHANTOM_ on. You can see it. I clicked it right there. I tagged it right there. Sadly, I cannot comment. Maybe I'm going to comment with my other account. Maybe you guys can see this with my backup account. Follow her. She lost her account and she's trying to build it back. Oh, okay, I can see it. Someone said very interested live session. I have seen. I've posted it again. Danny_Phantom. Follow her right now. Okay, guys. Follow her. Okay. Followership is increasing. Oh yeah. Follow her. All right. She's also an upcoming content creator. Blessing has gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you guys. I'm left with Rita here.
Yes.
Ayodele, thank you so much for sending stars. How do you send stars? Just go to Facebook. If you're watching live on TikTok people, you can send gifts. I'm going to be hailing you. Share the message on TikTok. Big shout out to you guys. Facebook, just go to your Facebook page. Okay, go to your Facebook page. This is my Facebook page. Go to your Facebook page, search for Daddy Freeze. This is my page, Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Search for that page, scroll down to today's video, click on it. When you click on it, bottom left-hand corner, you will see how to buy stars. Click on that and buy the stars. Right now, Shegun Blessing Odofa, thank you so much. Hakeem Dawn, thank you so much. All of you who have been buying and sending me stars, thank you so much. Those watching live on Facebook, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Those of you who joined us live, thank you. YouTube people, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys greatly. Those of you also, make sure you follow Danny Phantom. That is DANEE.PHANTOM__. It is pinned right there. Let's get her to at least 1,000. Let's get her to 1,000. Let us support as you are going to enjoy the live. And she stayed on to give you her comments and her perspectives. Please support her. Follow the account there. That's her account. Oh yeah, you to tell them to follow you.
Follow my account.
Keep a serious face.
Peaceful.
Can you imagine?
Serious. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's pinned right there. All you guys all need to follow her. Okay.
I'm such a good actress. Look at me.
Okay. So as we're rounding off right now, at Danny Phantom, someone says, "I love you, Rita." Samaria comments, but she not ask. I'm too tired, but I brought her live. You wanted to say something to Samaria? She's Samaria.
It was high fire like the fight.
Samaria, Samaria now will come live now, scatter everywhere.
Samaria now will
send a request for 1 minute because I'm just trying to see to get people to follow your account. That's why I'm left. Tama, you don't come.
Freeze. Good evening, Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze, where did Blessing leave?
She left because she had to go
where
to sleep.
Where did she leave? You know me now, I'm WA. Wow,
Wow, no,
why did
she from you. She
leave?
has to like.
But I have a question. Let me ask this question real quick, please. Maybe anyone can help me with an answer. That tattoo, but anyway, that hand, does it belong to
We
that
don't know.
IVD's hand?
Nobody knows.
Speculation.
And if you weren't IVD's hand, who would consent to Blessing chasing clouds with a man who
decides
grieving at this time?
Grieves and how long they grieve for?
It's barely 5 months.
We're not in love.
We are the online in-laws. They brought the matter to us.
They were not in love. There was a turbulent relationship. Now, fine, they take end down. How long do you? Yes.
Yeah,
So how do you?
But what the point I'm making is this: if he didn't consent to Blessing doing a thing like that, why would she want to do a thing like that? That's number one. And if he consented to that, why would he do that at this time? That's number two.
Man, where you are now, they fight. You could more them.
Well, don't forget that he freeze that few weeks ago, if not less than how many weekdays ago, he made a post where he claimed he misses his late wife.
Does not mean he cannot move on. I don't know. Me, I'm just trying to be tied up in the whole emotion.
I would say that if I don't have a personal relationship with somebody, nothing will give me the
because let me. If I went
cloud, whether cloud chasing or being serious
for instance, and my ex, knowing what I went through with my ex, if I'm on her for a week, God forbid nothing will happen to her. Honestly.
But That is true, but it depends on the
Good.
circumstances surrounding the
What
morning.
are what?
What? Let me just tell you something that
As the mother of his children now,
my sister.
as somebody that he had something with.
Okay, so when I liked when I liked somebody or I was in a somebody, when we split up here, it will look like okay, that heartbreak is it felt like an ambiguous loss. And the person who I got, you understand that person meaning is when people are just they're like, you're not the man, I remember that. Like, hey, that's true. Do you understand? So like the whole mourning period of him mourning her wife as his partner, do you understand? That was while she, do you understand?
No. She, as in, she had passed on. She talking about when.
Okay, let me say this.
Trying to say
Nana, let me tell you
that
this, right? This is somebody you had
Died.
something with.
died
Oh,
years
okay,
before.
that's what you're trying to say. Okay.
You understand what?
But at least, how about respecting what we shared?
I I'm struggling.
There was a time it was good at
I've
some
been
point.
divorced before,
Huh?
so I'm struggling to understand respecting what you shared.
Okay.
How? Let me be honest with you. Let
There
me
are
break this
kids
down to
involved.
one personal perspective. I don't remember anything about my first marriage. As I said, there's nothing good.
It
So
happens.
I'm not praying bad, and I'm sure she's not praying bad for me. I wish her well, but there's no memory. What memory? Memory of us fighting? Memory of you calling police for me? Memory of us sitting in front of family meeting, one panel after the other? What is there to honor in that? Do you understand what? So I'm not taking,
But I don't know.
but
Yeah, what
I'm
understood?
not. I don't understand what is this. People mourn and mourn in different
Okay,
ways.
that is for the
Let me ask you a
sake of
question.
humanity.
People mourn and go back to work. They go back to their life. Actually,
Right?
a relationship is actually a good place to be if you are in mourning. You need somebody to cry on their shoulder. You need somebody to hug you. You need somebody to, I don't know, I'm tired.
Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze. This case is kind of, do not forget. Okay, let me say it this way. You may not feel that way, but we're talking about
Can we
somebody
put
who doesn't
ourselves
exist
into their
anymore.
shoes, for
Somebody
example?
somebody you used to live with. It may have been toxic,
You are
but
not being
somebody you
fair.
used to live with.
Let me give you
You
an
lived with
example.
for years. The memory
Anything
will
have
get
happened to
respect.
my ex-wife,
There
I
should
would
also
have
be
moved on
justice for
like
the
this.
living. Do you
There
understand?
should also be justice for the living.
because it is not his fault that
Okay, yes, but then he hasn't moved on. Okay, this one is different. This one is separation related. Theirs isn't the same here. The situation is different. We're talking about somebody who stopped
It's a
existing.
different
Who, as at the
feeling.
time she stopped existing,
Different.
she was with you.
Death is
It's a different thing altogether. We're not saying he has the right to move on
exists.
whenever he decides to. But why would you consent to somebody coming on social media to make such a post about you, knowing fully well that you are the eyes of, people are still looking
Now,
at you. People are
Samaria,
still watching.
please, I want to ask you this question. You are talking about people's opinions. What are we measuring the opinions with? Is it inches? Is it liters? Is it centimeters? Is it joules? What is the measurement of opinion? Because your opinion is different from her own, is liters own. So at the end of the day, that is not okay, because there's a general consent that if somebody, that's why I said, what is the mourning period in Igbo land? What's the mourning period?
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Sorry, let's even 1 year is the mourning period in Igbo.
tradition.
Okay, continue. Somebody is calling me.
But you know
Yeah,
that
hello.
see the fact that they had to give you a mourning period, is it if it's
Sorry, hold on. Yes, good evening. Yeah. Okay. We are having a live and you are calling my personal phone. Is this not disrespectful? How will she not know? She wants to come and talk about this thing that we are talking, and you are calling my personal phone. Is that not disrespectful? You want to have an opinion? Send a request. Yes. And what if I want to keep a close circle among people I know? I will not just bring somebody here that on such a dicey matter that will just come and say something explosive. I will bring a Rita I know, a Samaria I know, who have been with me for a year. On normal topics, I can bring randoms. On topics that are decisive, I will bring people who respect my platform and respect me and I respect. And we can argue and love each other and still wish each other Happy New Year. On a topic like this, everybody I brought today has been either family or even down to Pepper Room. And why did I bring Pepper Room? Because Pepper Room was there that first day when they started this debate between IVD and you. So that pissed me off. Don't call me on my personal line when everybody else is on the live. Want to tell me what?
Jay-Z wanted to say something. Danny Phantom wanted to say something.
33. I'm not against Blessing CEO. They are adults. I mean, if she chose, and if he decides to make her shoulder a place to cry on, they can make themselves their whatever to ride on. They are adults. They have the right to do whatever they want to do. She has the right to date whomever. He has the right to move on. I mean, we don't expect him actually to go about crying like a baby. That's right. But at least respect your once
for
a
the
time.
sake of conscience.
I understand where you're coming from.
For the sake of,
the problem is,
for our
if he
sake.
decides after 3 months or 2.5 months that he's good to go, he wants to move on.
Everybody
Who are we to
dragging
stop
him back and saying, sit down here.
Yes, she has
rest.
been. I think she was laid to rest in December or so, November, around that period.
I'm not him, and let me. I don't even know what I'll do. If I think about it, I'll say I won't move on. If I also think about it, I'll say, what am I waiting for? It's hard. It's hard. You see, that's why, because there's
crazy. It's a matter of the heart. It's hard.
There's no yardstick to measure emotions.
It's true.
Opinions, my sister.
Like there isn't like it's a worldly thing. Do you understand? And you need to just from it, because like at the end of the day, I'm ready to move on, but what am I waiting for? The rest of the people who were not in the marriage for us. Wow.
Even if you decide, I mean, there are ways to moving on.
For me, I don't mind him moving on. It's the fact that is the fact that Blessing is involved in this moving on for me.
No, it doesn't matter. Blessing, whoever can be involved. It doesn't matter who gets involved. The thing is, how are you getting involved? On what? How are you kind of the notice you are giving, the publicity, the announcement you are making, on what basics? How are you doing it? I mean, he's a human.
What I'm saying, that I don't mind him moving on.
I mean, it's not
just
news that people.
What happened
it's not
previously.
News that people on the day of their wives. No, it's not news that people on the day of their partners. You know what I mean? The day they're putting them where they under.
Of
6 feet below, their side chicks are there crying and helping out in the errands. It's no longer news. We are used to it. The thing is, I mean, there is time for everything. How would that family feel? This is someone's daughter. You've been with their daughter. You were with their daughter for years before she passed. How do you want to go about the social media acting like it doesn't matter?
Now,
it does. I mean,
that also depends on how good terms he is with the family.
That's true.
And there's no family does.
But even if they weren't in good terms,
to be very
there
honest,
was a time.
I don't think he's on good terms with the family. So, like you are,
of course he's not.
You don't like me, and I'm now expected to consider how you will feel.
I stopped putting.
I mean, they had kids. They had how many?
Stop putting mouth in.
Now you finally have a
husband
point.
And wife matter.
Now you finally have a point. The kids. How will no, not exactly. That's your first point. How will the kids feel? Now that's a point. but how would the family feel? I know the family is feeling bad, but if I were to wear IVD's clothes now, I would not worry about the family. Do they worry about me? They don't seem they don't seem to be in a good place. So the family is out of it. But the kids now, whether they like it or not, the kids are young, they are traumatized, and they're going through it. So that is a valid point right there that you raised. And I think we should draw the live to a close.
Ask you a question?
Let me greet the people that bought my stars
Can I
first
ask you
before you ask your questions.
Please.
Big shout out to
Daddy Prince, by the way, sorry, I bought stars 2 days ago.
You say it wasn't
Yesterday, but it
announced.
wasn't. I don't know
it
why.
wasn't
I'm gonna show you. No, it's not being announced. Facebook does not notify him, but I will
I'm
see
so sorry.
the money go. It's been happening
I'm
like
so
that
sorry.
for a while.
So come to Facebook and buy my stars if you've been enjoying the live. Oh yeah, come. You guys need to be good.
Your daughter
Final question.
she said she has a question for me.
How did we know that? I'm just going to say we. How did we know that the hand that Lesson CEO posted was his hand?
Okay.
Or was it? Was I
I'm judging based on
had
what I
this
saw on
whole
the social
live
media.
on top of that kind of conclusion?
And does that even look like a real tattoo? That doesn't even
Like
look
a
like
real
a real
tattoo,
tattoo.
but
That looks like
it
some kind of
tattoo actually looks
Okay.
like a real one.
So apparently there was a picture that he probably took yesterday or just quite a recent one that people zoomed into his hand and saw a bit of the tattoo on his hand. So that was what people moved with and have been talking about. So that was how it happened. And then
I think
aside
she
from that, as
contributed by making that caption.
as I was calling this out earlier, there's been some posts, or at least one on her page, hailing IVD, and talking about his personality and all of that. And I'm like, why this guy? Even me, I was like, why this guy? So even though it was just hard to believe, a lot of things were coming out, you understand, on social media, and that was how we were just trying to link it all up. So yeah, why not someone else?
Yeah.
That was just my point, and that was why I said let me ask
It
her
could be anybody.
personally today.
I don't care who. It could be anyone. I'm not interested who.
Yeah,
The thing is, let's
exactly, and
respect
that's
the
why I
dead.
wanted to ask her, is this the case? If that's the case,
it.
then at least not now,
Let's respect.
Bro.
They can do whatever,
You know what?
but let them just respect that lady.
Everything doesn't show it.
Danny,
All
you check on
Follow
social media later.
So follow Danny. Follow Danny Phantom. Follow Danny Phantom on social media right now. That is a DANEEPHANTOM__. All right. Follow her right now. And follow her right now, and I'll be very glad. Okay?
Me too.
Follow her right now. Let me see how far you've gone. Okay, 514. All right. A few more people. Oh, yeah, follow her. And buy my stars. Thank you also for watching. Thank you for joining. Do take care of yourselves. I appreciate you guys. I really enjoyed having you, Rita, for taking your time out to
God bless you.
God bless you guys.
I hope my sister's doing great.
Sorry?
I hope Taste Bud is doing great. We saw you guys knock out yesterday.
Yes, she's doing very well, and I thank God for her. Thank God for you all there, and look forward to connecting with you guys later.
Definitely. God bless you.
Thank you.
Well.
Good night. Good night, baby girl. Good night. Good night, baby.
Follow Danny Phantom. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, it's true.